So welcome back, ARK players, to a brand new video. Now today we are going to be doing a full breakdown of everything that is happening in the ARK community, which will impact the entire community. Now we've done a few small breakdown videos on this before, but I am going to be explaining everything that is happening for anyone that cares about ARK as one of their favorite games. I mean, you might just care about this anyway, just because it might be interesting to you, but let's hop into it. If you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's dive in to the crazy world of ARK in 2024. So if you don't know what's going on right now, I've covered it in like 2 videos before. The snail stock has been struggling. Now, that isn't the whole main point of the video, but it links to so many different things that's happening. And pretty much, as a little roundup again of what's going on, the snail stock is struggling to ever reach the $1 mark, unfortunately. And every single time it gets closer and closer to that $1 mark, it starts to take a big drop. And this is happening day after day. It gets closer, it drops again, it gets closer, it drops again, and it still keeps on failing. This is recording as of the 18th of July. Maybe different now, but obviously just been monitoring it day after day. Now, apparently, if this carries on over time, this is going to mean, you guys may have seen this in the other videos, this is going to mean Snail Games being delisted off this of the stock, and then it drops down to something else. And it just means the stock will mean nothing if they don't manage to make the improvements. Now, I've been told by many people that if Snail managed to you can make agreements, right, to show that you can improve this over time. So they may say, look, we're going to release this, we're going to release that, we're set to be able to make this amount of money, and things can be improved over time, and that can be accepted, which means you can last longer on the stock market, which is a positive thing for Snail. But the problem is that they have to make money, and they have to make it fast. Now, there's a couple of things that's going on that we're going to talk about in this video, and then we're going to talk about the end result, which may or may not be good for ARK players. So, Snail announced this year that they were gearing up to announce the official title for Project Hermes, a new space-themed survival game that redefines open world. Now, right now, they need this, right? Because Snail Games is the publisher, right, of ARK Survival, if I'm correct on that, of ARK Survival, and it has been for a very long time. And without them, there is no publisher. So if they get to a point where they are literally in so much trouble, they will have to sell the ARK franchise if they wanted to do that. But of course, they don't want to do that because of how much money it's going to make. So Snail have been constantly releasing all different types of things. They released Bellwright, another game similar to ARK. And this we'll read through, then we'll talk more things ARK. So a leading global independent developer and publisher of interactive digital entertainment is working on a groundbreaking logistics-driven sandbox survival game set in outer space, known for their success with the ARK franchise and their latest survival game, Bellwright. Snail Games continues to cement its reputation as a leader in the survival game genre. After 3 years of development, Snail Games is ready to reveal their latest survival game. Originally Snail teased the project as Project Hermes, but Snail is set to announce the new official title by the end of summer 2024. This new game promises to push the boundaries of open world gameplay, transforming it into an open universe experience. The game will focus on space exploration, inviting players to discover and settle a vast universe of diverse planets, each brimming with unique wonders and mysteries. As explorers and scientists, players will travel from planet to planet, uncovering secrets of alien civilizations, seeking out rare and exotic creatures, and harnessing resources to tame the deadly biomes they encounter. And the player's ultimate mission: build a legacy that spans across the galaxy. Our goal is to create a game that offers players a new level of freedom and discovery, said the game director of the new project, and the game is filled with endless possibilities and adventures that will keep players engaged for years to come. So yes, Snail Games is inviting interested gamers to join the Project Hermes Discord ahead of the official game announcement. By joining, members will receive updates and exclusive opportunities to access the game before its public release. So this is Snail's next opportunity to make some income, to improve the way they are on the stock market. Not too sure what I think about it. I have not really too much information on it. I know it's moving on over time. And again, this for ARK players isn't really what we want because we want the main focus put on ARK Survival and funding put on ARK Survival. Now, if we go ahead over to the reports, this was back in May. You can kind of have an idea of how ARK had been doing in the early stages of 2024. We're going to be seeing the new one very soon, which I think is going to be different. But on October 25th, 2023, the company launched its flagship remake of the ARK franchise, leveraging Unreal Engine 5's stunning graphics. And since its launch, ARK Survival Ascended sold approximately 2 million units and has an average of 121,000 daily active users. And in the first quarter of 2024, the company successfully launched premium mods on PC and will look to expand premium mods availability to additional platforms in the coming months, like they've done. And ARK Survival Evolved in 3 months ended March 31st, 2024. ARK Survival Evolved averaged a total of whatever that really matters, and it approximately sold 0.6 million units in the first quarter of 2024. Now, the sad thing about saying how ARK Survival Evolved ended is ARK Survival Evolved is still conquering over ARK Survival Ascended, and the game is just not generating enough income nowadays for Snail to carry on the stock market. Now, I've been talking to a lot of other creators about this, and alongside Snail with this new game, they are launching ARK Survival Ultimate Edition on mobile, and that is a huge chance for Snail to improve this, because you guys know depending on how much they're going to charge for the new app, they can make a lot of income from that. The first version of the ARK Survival Evolved app, I think, had over 10 million downloads, which is obviously very good, but that one was free, so I'm not sure how many people will buy this mobile version. I'm sure they'll still make a lot of profit from it, and it also relies on what types of in-game purchases they're going to do. Are they going to charge for the game and let people just enjoy it like the PC version? Or are they going to charge for the game and also still have in-app purchases that people will have to pay to progress? And I think if they do that, it will be pretty bad for the mobile game, but it will still make them some money. So if, after all, this new space-themed survival game, if it doesn't hit the successes that they're needing it to, and the mobile game doesn't make the money they need it to, they may be forced into an early release of ARK 2. I was watching, I think it was Jade Played Games video the other day, and he was pretty much just saying exactly the same as what I'm saying in this video is, that is potentially, if none of the other stuff goes well, their last chance to be saved on the stock market, which is just crazy to think about that. And of course, I want to see ARK 2, but I don't want ARK 2 to be rushed, and I don't want it to be a fail of a game. I want there to be the new ARK game that people hop on and it finally gets some love and some success and doesn't have the constant ARK issues that we still go for. Now, you may have seen my last ARK video. I talked about, as of the most recent information on ARK 2 of December 2023, the CEO of Snail Games still seems to believe that ARK 2, the next masterpiece, is due out late 2024. And I don't know how this could even be a chance that this is going to be happening. But as I said, of the most recent word, that is what we're being told is happening. Now, if Snail needs to make the money, ARK 2 may have to be released, and because this will sell, and it will sell big. But something that I think a lot of developers forget about is sometimes the fast cash grab is not the way to win over your audience. It may help you over a certain amount of time at the beginning. You have to remember, people can still refund the game if they want to, so this game cannot be rushed. It's still yet to be found out if another team are separately working on the release of ARK 2, and they're going to release us some info later on in the year. I still don't believe this game is coming out in 2024. I can't believe it, considering ARK Survival Ascended is still going to be releasing new maps all the way into 2026. So it just seems impossible, unless there is a whole other team working on this, that this game will be launched. The release date has changed many times on Steam. The to be announced is still there too. Will we hear anything later on in the year? It's already mid-July. I am not too sure. So it leaves us with what is going to happen with the future of our beautiful game. Beautiful. I'm going to say beautiful. It deserves to be called beautiful game because it is a beautiful game. It just has had some poor management over time. Not always poor management, but it has. It leaves us with the biggest question is Snail Games going to be able to survive the rough point they are currently going for right now? Is the new game, Project Hermes, going to be enough to save them? I don't think it's going to be alone enough to save them. And because they do have a kind of bad reputation within the ARK community, so I can't imagine that many ARK players wanting to try it out. I could be wrong. Maybe I'll try it out. We'll see what happens there. And the other question is, will the mobile version be enough to save them? I do believe it's going to make some sales, and that might just push them above the $1 mark, but only time will tell. And do you know another thing? This is all happening at the end of 2024 because they know they're on a timer. It's like a ticking time bomb at the moment, and they got to get things out. They got to start generating revenue, and there is these two things. Otherwise, it all relies on the release of this bad boy. But anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy today's video. I'm hoping that I got the whole point and whole breakdown across to you guys as well as I possibly could. Sometimes it's hard when there's all these different points to talk about, but this is the current situation of where we're sitting on. And Studio Wildcard, I really want your games to go. I really want your games to. What's the word I'm trying to use, Dom? It's late. You're getting tired. I really want you to succeed. I know Studio Wildcards had their faults. I know they delay things, and I'm not saying they're the good guy, but they aren't the bad guy. They make mistakes. They should have learned from the mistakes over the last 8 years. Sadly, that isn't always the case, but all we can do now is sit and wait and see what decisions get made for our community over the next couple of months of 2024. Catch you guys in my next video. Leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this situation right now, and I will see you in my next video very soon. See you guys then.